Now, the public servants have vowed not to back down until their wage increase demands are met. Several public sector unions are set to embark on a protest action on Tuesday. The strike seeks to disrupt public services, including healthcare. Workers are demanding a 10% wage hike. For more on this, we're joined now by the president of the Public Servants Association, Dr. Lufhuno Mulaudzi. Thank you so much for your time. Doctor, we do appreciate it. Glad I got your surname right this time around. That's a joke between you and I. But let's just talk about the fact that you have received a letter and a response from National Treasury, and they are saying that they are willing to continue engaging, but 10% is not something that they can offer.
Thank you, Eddie, for having me, and good evening to the viewers of eNCA. Eddie, the letter is not saying what you are saying. The letter is a very, very ridiculous letter, full of contradiction. The letter that was signed by the acting Director General of Treasury, Mr. Momo, I'm sorry for not pronouncing his surname properly, which was dated 17th of November 2022, which we received on Friday. It's shifting the responsibility to the right minister and the right department that Regulation 78 of the Public Service Regulation state that the Minister of Public Service and Administration is responsible for managing wage negotiations at the Public Sector Coordinating Bargaining Council. In this case, since we don't have a permanent minister there, we have Minister Thulas Nesi of Department of Labor acting as Minister of DPSA for more than 5 months now. They are saying it is his responsibility. But what is shocking is when Treasury gets involved in influencing the negotiations, because they are saying both the employer represented by the Minister of DPSA and Labor must engage at PSCBC. But they came in and implement and influence the implementation of 3% unilaterally. It means that that letter, it is very, very ironic. Whatever is said in that letter is not what they mean.
Okay. Doctor, I just want to get to the point, and for clarity's sake, the letter from National Treasury, I'm going to read one line. It says, the state remains committed to ensure that the livelihoods of public servants are protected in this high inflation environment. However, this should be done within the available fiscal resources. So from my understanding and your response to this, government is basically saying they do not have fiscal capacity to increase public servant wages by 10%. So I need to know what your response is to that.
Yeah, as Public Servants Association of South Africa, we are tired of this old song. I mean, it has passed its sell-by date that there's no money in the fiscus. I've addressed it before, even at the march on Thursday, the 10th, that the fact that they are saying that there's no money in the fiscus is because they've looted money. These politicians have looted money, and there's no accountability. So you can't blame public servants. There is money. If there is money to bail out failed entities like ESCOM, SAA, so why do we say there's no money in the fiscus when money is being looted every day? And another thing, we have a very, very bloated cabinet. Some of the ministries are not supposed to be there. So if we have a responsible government, they will try to cut short the cabinet so that they are able to meet other priorities that the government should be meeting as a government.
What is your plan come Tuesday? I know you said at your march on the 10th that you will intensify and you believe that you have the numbers. What's Tuesday going to look like?
Remember, Tuesday, it's a unity kind of action, because remember, on the 10th, we went solo. We were alone. Maybe Hospesa, few members of Hospesa came on board, but that was a PSA strike that happened on the 10th. So on Tuesday, FEDUSA affiliates, which is Hospesa, and others affiliates in FEDUSA, and COSATU affiliates like NIHAU and others will be participating in this process. So I expect Tuesday to be very massive. However, having stated that, after we receive this ridiculous response from Treasury, our program of action as PSA is going to be intensified. We are going to target key areas of government. Like I heard after our strike on the 10th, some of the ministers were boasting that it didn't have an impact. People were working as normal. I can tell you that immigration offices will be affected when we intensify our program of action as PSA.
Okay, but do you think you're going to get the message across to government? Because it seems as though your previous march, government is still not moving on your demands.
Hedy, I think it will be very, very, very misleading to say we didn't succeed with what we did on the 10th. You can see with what we did on the 10th, it has brought other partners in the labor fraternity to come and join us. Hence, you are seeing that there will be a march on Tuesday called by collective labor force. So it did have an impact. It did have an impact, and the government have seen that the march of PSA have an impact, because even some of the political parties, I can't mention their names, they issue their statement to say we support workers who were marching on Thursday the 10th. And some of these political parties are aligned to the ruling party. It shows that everybody is watching what we are doing, and then we are doing it for every government employee in this country. And then if they are saying that it didn't make an impact, wait and see what will happen when we embark on our next program of action.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. We'll just have to wait and see what comes out on Tuesday. That is the Public Servants Association President, Dr. Lufhuno Mulaudzi.